Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of... Oh my god! So today I'm going to be trying something a little bit different, a little bit new, something that I haven't tried in my other videos. I'm going to be actually cooking a recipe today. Today I will be making ghost pepper fried chicken, it's gonna be good, with a mango salsa. And I'll probably do a salad on the side just because I want to complete the whole dish. But you know, with these channels going on and everybody throwing recipes out there and stuff, I think that this would be right up my lane. I tried a few of the other challenges, and I've been trying a few things like fast food and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if that's for me just because I don't like the way the food comes, and I don't like how long I have to wait outside of the wait times that they say. I'm very OCD when it comes to food and like timing, and if I don't eat, I start getting hangry, and then you're calling the place and then you got an attitude, then you feel ratchet, and then you feel guilty, and then you saw the other thing and you still haven't gotten your food yet. You know what? I think that I'll just cook. Although I did like buying stuff. I usually had to order the noodles from overseas, some international place or whatever. And well, not whatever, some international country, so that I can have the authentic flavor profile that I was looking for. But now I'm just like, you know what, whatever, I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to be a little ratchet online. So let's get into it. Today we will be making ghost pepper fried chicken with a mango salsa. So, I have my chicken breasts here, and these are just regular chicken breasts that you can buy from your local grocery store, skin on. And that just means the skin is still on. The skin, in my opinion, will have like the greatest amount of flavor reception, I guess. It just holds the flavor in a lot better, I think, than the actual flesh does. So, you know, I tend to keep the skin on. Some people like to take the skin off because they don't like the fat, but you know, whatever. Also, it's up to you. Also, I have my eggs here, and I will put the recipe in the description box below. But I also have, along with the eggs, I have my flour here, and this is all plain unseasoned at the moment, and I will show you guys what I will do. Let me just wipe my hands off real quick from that chicken goop. Okay, so also I have my oil heating in a skillet to the side here, just getting my pot nice. And I use a skillet for my fried chicken. I just love black, the cauldron type skillets, and that's what we'll be using today. So let's get into this real quick. What I like to do is season my chicken first. Get out of here. I have a little bit of salt here. I'm just going to season that very well. Get everything salted nicely. And also what I do with the salt, I also season my egg mixture a little bit. And I put some in the flour also. Probably a little bit more in the flour just because I just feel it's so much more surface area. And I also want the salt to shine through in the crust of the chicken. And I have my pepper here. I'm not going to put too much pepper because I'm going to coat these with ghost pepper. And I don't want it to be hot. And I'm going to give, again, a little bit to my eggs, a little bit to my flour. My oil is getting really hot over there. If your oil is getting really hot, you can turn it off. I'm also going to put onion powder. A little bit in flour for that awesome crust, a little bit in the eggs. And then I'm gonna put, last but not least, because you can't have fried chicken without garlic powder. It just takes the flavor to a whole nother level. A whole nother level. Now, you may see me heavily coating these, but what I do is I coat them and then I will take everything on the outside and put them all over the surface of the entire chicken. Putting a little garlic in there, a little garlic in there. And what this does basically, putting seasonings in each of the mixtures, in each of the flavor things that will have a flavor profile, it gives each flavor. What it does, it gives each food item that's going on the chicken, their own flavor profile. So you're actually biting into like 3 different crunches. You know, you have the chicken, a little bit juicy on the outside, then you have the eggs that'll be cooked and firm, then you have the crusty from the flour. So it's gonna be nice. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to coat these. And this is what I do. I basically smack the shit out my chickens. I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. And I do that to all of them. Alright, season that all nicely. Alright. And my chicken is well defrosted. So it's really malleable, and I can just get in there. I put my fingers all into the cracks, all next to the bones. I just love flavor in every piece of the fried chicken. All right, and get this under here. I even stick my finger inside, under the skin, and put that flavoring in there also, because then you have it on the skin, and then you have it on the inside also. And you do the same things with the chicken. I'm like massaging the shit into these. I'll say I'm massaging the shit out of these, but massaging the ingredients into them heavy. I just love my chickens to be good. And so what we're gonna do now is, let me wash my hands actually. Is it real quick? And I'm just gonna give a little stir to the flour. All mixed in there very nicely. I'm then gonna take my chicken, and I turned my oil off, so I'm just gonna turn it back on because it was getting too hot. It was starting to smoke a little bit, which is perfect. That means it's hot and ready to go. I'm going to, let's go. Put these in my sink. Alright, so now I'm going to coat the chicken in the eggs, then I'm gonna give it another coating with the flour. This is a double coat. So some people like a triple coating. I think they do flour, egg, panko. This is a triple coating, but I'm just doing a double coating right now. So here we go. I also feel this double coating like this is awesome. So you got your eggs there, and I'm gonna dip that right in the flour. And while I still have my hand wet, I'm gonna grab the next chicken and put that in the egg. That way, I always will have a good, so basically I will have my chicken, my wet hand, and then I'll have my dry hand over here. So I'll put the chicken in with one, and then I'll take them out with the other. It still gets wet a little bit, but you understand what I'm saying. Look at my fingers. I look like I'm doing the fucking juicy do dance over here or something like this. So I should have used a bigger plate for these, but I wanted it to be sizable for the video. So basically, I have this guy getting that nicely coated, and I'm just keeping my hand over here because I don't want to drip over anything, but I'm just going to bring that out of focus for a second. Just keep that over here, and giving that a nice good coating. Now basically I like to coat it until there's no wet parts, kind of. So super nicely coated. I'm gonna take this other chicken out of here. Just move that flour out a little bit so that I can just put it on top. I'm dripping a little bit. Back to that double handed. I think the key to a good fried chicken is the crust. Bitch, I know how to crust it. And I do them all, and then I take them all out. I do them all, and then I take them all out so that I can make sure that they're all nicely coated. So we have one more here, and I'll just put that in the flour there, and I'll take our last egg, and I'll take my last chicken and I'll put that right there. Then I have my other hand here, back to the double hand, and I'm just gonna turn this a couple times in here. Get this nice and crusty. So I don't know why I didn't use a plate for this next time. But first time, this is my first video, y'all. You know. Now, what I'm going to do next
be like your bodyguard in a robot fantasy world. Can I be your shining star? Your star. Think about you in circles, and I could wait for a beating heart, but I can't be sure of it. And I can say that it's not kind of star, but this star, this star.
Okay, so after I'm done, basically, I just do stupid things. Like, I just make sure all the pieces of coating are covering the entire piece of the chicken, just because I'm slightly OCD like that. I mean, doesn't everybody want that perfect crunch? Alright, but before I pop them in the fryer, I'm gonna do something. I'm going to Okay guys, so alright, so I have my chickens here. They are coated to the max with the seasoned coating, seasoned eggs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have my ghost pepper dried. I don't know how to say that. Dried ghost pepper. But basically I have ghost pepper in here and it has been dried and it's crazy. But what I'm gonna do first, so this is a ghost pepper. If you guys have never heard of a ghost pepper, it's like the hottest pepper in the world. And it's supposed to do damage to everything that it touches and goes inside of. So, I guess I should be wearing gloves, but it's going in my mouth anyway. So I'm just like, whatever. Actually, you know what?
Inside of your world.
She ain't crazy. Just in case. So I have just one ghost pepper here, and I know this is gonna be really spicy. So what I'm gonna do first is just crush the ghost pepper over this, just so that I get dried chili flakes. Craziness here. I can even smell it. It smells really hot. So I'm just crunching these up. And then what I'm gonna do after I crunch them all up. Now I'm sure there's a better way to extract the flavor, but I've never tasted fried ghost pepper before, so I think it'll be interesting to try it this way. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of, like a little pinch, and just sprinkle it on top of each before I mix it in though. I'm gonna just do a little bit so I can kind of determine the amount. Now you guys see the amount I'm putting on each. It's very, very little. But this shit is hot, so then I'm gonna just like give it a little pat. I feel like there's a better way to coat this. Oh, actually it's sticking really well. I can actually press. I'm actually putting a little bit more of the kind of wet flour on top. And my oil is nice. I just want it to stay on there. And even though it's still on the skin, it should be good. So now we have our ghost pepper chicken all coated up. And Okay, so now we have our ghost pepper chicken all coated with the flour, the egg, and the ghost pepper, and we're gonna give it a fry and see what it do. Okay. So y'all, you know I'm over here frying this chicken and it is hot as fuck. Okay, so y'all, I got my chicken here frying. I'm just gonna give a little see if it's brown. Ooh, it's nice and golden brown on one side, so I'm gonna give it a flip over. And what I mean by golden brown is that, just nice and golden. Some pieces are a little darker than I would want, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna give that a little flip, and I'm gonna do the same thing with each chicken. Just get them browned on both sides. Look at that. Look at that, ghost pepper. Ghost pepper fried chicken. This shit is about to be good, yo. Last one. Look at my face. I'm just like, ooh, this shit looks good. This is about to be good, y'all. Like, good, like, whoa. Good, like, whoa. Okay, so our chicken has been frying with our ghost pepper coating for about 6 to 8 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is take it out and place it in the oven because I don't want it to burn. I don't want the ghost peppers to burn and I taste just hot burntness. So I'm just gonna take the chickens out. Ooh, it feels nice and crispy, and finish them in the oven. Guys, I hope this shit ain't too hot, cause I'm about to fuck these up. Look at that. That coating is on there. Nice. So I'm just gonna take these, pop them in the oven, and we're done. Okay, let's get to our mango salsa. So I just have a regular ripe mango, probably a little stiffer than I would normally buy, but you know, I think for its purposes and me wanting to dice them, it will be okay. So what I like to do, I don't know how anybody else feels it, but I like to just cut off a section and then just slide my knife along the skin. Oh yeah, this is a lot tougher than... Just run my knife along the skin and get the meat out. Let's see if I can do it better this one. Yeah, that's better. These are actually a lot tougher than I thought, but it's still okay for the type of salad that I'm doing. Just gonna cut my finger off. Then one more. Okay, I'm gonna throw my scraps away. Now we have our mangoes here. I'm just gonna give these a little dice. What's been going on with you guys? Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some hookah in it. Cause you can't have no fried chicken without a watermelon Rita. I use a cup. I'm a lady. Thank you. This drink is ratchet as fuck. But what else are you gonna drink? Making a ghost pepper fucking fried chicken. Back to it. Okay, so I'm basically just gonna dice these really quickly. My dices are all fucked up, but I just wanna
get that flavor profile in there. I'm doing a really rough dice.
Alright, now just gonna pop these in a bowl. Alright, so here we have our mangoes. Put this to one side so you can see that. And then what I'm gonna do with this also, I have a little mixture over here actually. I'm gonna put a little bit of bacon in there. With some gooseberries. This is basically like a salad I had from before. And I'm just using all these things. Okay, so with my mango, I have some gooseberries here. I'm just gonna cut these in half. It's gonna be really tart. And amazing. Then I have some dragon fruit, a piece of dragon fruit. Just giving it a little bit of color. I love dragon fruit. It's such a pretty fruit. Like made for me.
Inside of your world.
I'm just gonna throw this in here. Now, with my salad, I have
In a open fantasy world. Can I be your shining star?
I'm gonna put a little bit of lime juice in there. I have a fresh lime here. Just gonna cut this in half. Squeeze that.
Think about you in circles in a good way for beating high, but I can't be sure of it, and I can say that it's not kind
Give it a little bit of salt.
but the stars, the stars,
Pepper.
the stars.
Just gonna mix that together. Now, for the addition to this, I mentioned a salad before, but I think I'm just gonna use some baby lettuce, or actually just like mesclun. Just make it into like a nice little salad. Just gonna mix it in, mix it all together right now. And I'll plate it up.